Hey everybody, I'm Kyler.
I'm Brogan.
And you're watching Geek This Week, the show where we talk about all the cool geek things that have gone on in the last week. So this week in movies, director James Gunn has said that the highly anticipated sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, will be released in 2020. No official date has been set, but Gunn has said this will be the epic conclusion to the series. We hate to see it go, but we can't wait to see how it ends.
Also in movies, Saudi Arabia, for the first time in over 3 decades, has allowed people to go to movie theaters. First movie that they decided to screen was none other than the Emoji Movie.
AKA the worst movie in 2017.
Why they decided to stick with that movie is beyond me.
Next up, Paddington 2 has set a new record for Rotten Tomatoes. The kids' movie released on January 12th and has been getting raving reviews by critics on Rotten Tomatoes. It is the most reviewed movie that has a 100% score in the website's history. It is currently sitting at 167 100% reviews, while the second highest, Toy Story 2, is sitting at 163 critic reviews.
This week in the gaming world, a personal favorite of mine comes from No Man's Sky. It's a game that received a lot of backlash, a lot of controversy. It's also received a lot of attention, some good, some bad. They've actually started up what they call Waking Titan for the second time. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the first time Waking Titan came around, but it was an ARG that allowed people around the world to get involved with the developers of the game leading up to a major update. This time around, they've sent out physical Atlas passes, which are in-game passes that allow you to unlock certain areas. This is just the initial beginning point of this ARG Waking Titan phenomena, but there is a lot more to be expected in the weeks to come.
Also in gaming, Destiny 2 developer Bungie has created a PR nightmare for themselves with an update to the game that has backfired in their face. Basically what they did is for faction rallies, they decided to nerf the way faction tokens are dropped to you. Now, faction tokens can be used in-game to basically get upgrades like armor and weapons and cosmetics. However, now Bungie is limiting how many tokens will drop in chests. So basically, if you loot 2 chests in 1 hour, the game will stop dropping you tokens until another hour has passed. Now, this was to stop a bug where people could keep looting the same chest over and over and get as many as 500 tokens in an hour, but it has also stopped actual legitimate players from receiving these rewards that they've actually earned. Bungie has responded to the backlash in a statement released on Thursday, basically saying they're looking into the issue, but not doing anything about it just yet. So there's no telling whether this patch will stay or go, but we're hoping to see it go really quickly.
Moving right on into the world of technology, Nintendo has announced their newest addition to the Nintendo repertoire, Nintendo Labo, which incorporates the use of cardboard to essentially make cardboard papercraft products, all of which you can place the Nintendo Switch console into the cardboard piece and use it to play a variety of different games.
So it's basically a do-it-yourself accessory kit. That's $70.
We're not really sure at this point what kind of games you will be able to play, but leave it to Nintendo to sell you cardboard for $70.
Also in tech, Microsoft and Alibaba have both developed their own AIs that have outscored humans in a Stanford University reading comprehension test. The test has over 10,000 questions, about 500 Wikipedia articles. Humans who took the test scored around an 82.304. Alibaba's AI hit around an 82.44, and Microsoft actually hit 82.65. So very small margins, but that's actually fairly significant for the world of artificial intelligence and natural language comprehension in technology.
In Australia, they have performed their first drone lifeguard saving. I don't know a better way to put it than that.
The drone has successfully saved 2 human lives for the first time in world history.
Exactly. Essentially, they were planning on doing a demo for the lifeguard life-saving drone when 2 people actually were drowning in the distance.
Drowning out.
The drone managed to make it to them and drop life preservers in just over a minute's time, over 6 times the speed that Michael Phelps, the fastest swimmer in the world, could reach them, and that is in choppy waters.
All right, this week in science, a new blood test has been developed by scientists with Johns Hopkins University that can detect cancers. The test, called CancerSeek, is supposed to be able to detect 8 different kinds of cancers in a vial of blood.
Just from a single blood test.
Just from a single blood test. So the team tested this blood kit on 1,000 patients that already had clinically detected cancers, and it came out with 70% accuracy to be able to detect those cancers in those individuals. Now, they also had a control group of about 812 users who were totally healthy, had no cancer, and were totally fine. Out of over 800 patients, only detected cancer in 7 of those people. So only 7 false positives, which is less than a 1% rate of failure.
In other news, a company called Solar Chernobyl are attempting to turn Chernobyl into a solar power plant. Their first power plant is about finished. They're hoping to turn the land around Chernobyl, which at this point is now uninhabitable, into a solar power plant, eventually having enough power to produce clean energy for up to 200,000 homes in the area.
And is a great start to fixing the landscape that has been broken by nuclear disaster. This week in pop culture has been a wild ride for investors in Bitcoin. The coin's all-time high was reached in December, and it almost reached $20,000 per coin. However, last week on Wednesday, it crashed, and it crashed hard. It dropped over 50% in price, hitting just under $9,500 per coin. Rumors has it that this is caused by rumors spreading around that South Korea and China are planning on regulating it or banning it completely. It's still in recovery. Right now it's around $12,000 per coin, but there's no telling whether this coin will continue to rise up or if the bubble is gonna pop.
While we're talking about South Korea, the 2018 Winter Olympic Games held in Pyeongchang, South Korea, are coming up. North Korea and South Korea are wanting to team up and compete together in the Olympics under the unified Korean flag. However, this has yet to be officially approved by the International Olympic Committee. I know that North Korea missed the official deadline to apply to participate in the Olympics, but there is still a chance that they will get to do so. So those are some of the things for you to geek out about this week. I know we certainly did.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to know more, make sure to check out the links down below. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace.
Peace out.